Hey everybody, this is Brett Thompson, Thompson Law Group. It's Tuesday, so this is another installment of our Teaching Tuesday. Today I wanted to briefly touch on divorces in Virginia and how does divorce in Virginia affect the title ownership of a property. And there are a couple things you need to know. So I'm going to address just the title ownership of the property, all right? I'm not going to address anything that may come up in a divorce proceeding in regards to equitable interests or whatnot, marital property versus non-marital property. The most common way to hold real estate amongst a married couple in Virginia is called tenants by the entirety with the right of survivorship as a common law. So tenants by the entirety under Virginia law, in law school we refer to it as the bundle of sticks, all right? So it's viewed as one unit. And so if a married couple owns property, tenants by the entirety, it's viewed as an undivided one unit. Why is that important? Well, it's important, the main reason it's important is in regards to creditor protection. So let's say you have a couple that's married, they own the property, tenants by the entirety with the right of survivorship. Let's say, I don't know, the husband runs up a credit card, he loses his job and for whatever reason cannot pay the credit card back. So if the husband got sued and a judgment was entered in against the husband, all right, let's say the husband got a judgment against him for $50,000, all right? Well, that judgment, when it's recorded, when it's docketed in the land records, by operation of law, it places a lien on any property that is owned by the judgment debtor, in this fact pattern to be the husband. However, if the husband owns property, tenants by the entirety with the right of survivorship with his spouse, then that judgment lien does not attach to the marital home. So why is that important? So let's say that husband and wife subsequently get a divorce, all right? Well, pursuant to Virginia law, the moment that the divorce decree is entered, it breaks that tenants by the entirety and it converts the real estate or the title of the real estate into tenants in common, meaning that now it went from an undivided one unit to two separate undivided interests in the property. Why is that important? Well, if there was a judgment recorded and docketed in the land records against the husband, the moment the divorce decree is entered and by operation of law, the property is converted from tenants by the entirety into tenants in common, now that judgment lien attaches to the marital home. And so that has arisen, that's been an issue over the years. I will have a client come in saying that, hey, they want to sell a property, they were recently divorced, and they think that they own it free and clear of all liens, but comes out that the divorce decree was entered first and then the deed was entered second, meaning that they have a divorce, the divorce decree is entered, so that breaks the marital bond, if you will. And then subsequent to the divorce decree, let's say that the husband, for example, conveys his interest to the ex-wife, all right? Well, it's already too late. The judgment lien attaches at the moment that the divorce decree is entered. So you want to make sure that if one spouse is supposed to get the house pursuant to a divorce, that the actual deed and the transfer of the interest in the real estate happens before the divorce decree is entered. Therefore, that would prevent the example that I just gave you of an unforeseen judgment lien attaching to the property. So that is one example of how a divorce proceeding can affect the title ownership of the property and can be a potential title defect. I hope that was fun. We'll see you next week.